Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our Honorable Lecturer Dr. Azmi Ahmad, my fellow friends and classmates, and to whoever might be watching. My name is Adlyna Areez and I will be delivering my speech entitled Grades Do Not Measure Our Intelligence. Presently, children and teenagers are taught that education is a must because the world's standards require an individual to have an education in order to be respected and accepted. In classrooms, students with the highest grades are considered the smartest, the most hardworking, while the students with lower grades are viewed as lazy, unmotivated, or slacking off. Many times, grades do not measure our intelligence. There are times when students have bad days, sick days, or at the time are suffering with test anxiety. All of these will affect exam grades, thus the grades cannot measure how much we have mastered or our intelligence. Grades, they're not about students' logical thinking, reasoning, or intellect. It's more of a combination of the students' overall understanding of the lessons and the teacher's perspective and judgment. Having high grades in essays or self-interpretation based assignments is based on how well you hit the teacher's own standards or the good points that he or she is looking for. So the more you impress them, the more likely you'll get a better grade. On the other hand, what about the individuals that can't afford an education and don't know facts that seem basic to you? Would you consider them as unintelligent? They might know more than any one of us do. Let me share an example. Let's say you're a science major and you know the in and outs of how a baby develops in their mother's womb. But if you were with a kid that has never been to school and spends almost all of his time helping out his family at the farm, would you know the in and outs of harvesting and planting like he does? Exactly. Everybody has different strengths and weaknesses, different abilities and specialties. Some are better in maths, some are better in English. Failing one thing doesn't mean that you're a failure as a whole. You just have to find one thing that's best for you and just focus on that. Countless of students deem their grade as earth-shattering and indispensable, as if their life depends on it. Sometimes they concentrate too much on their studies to the point that they've already forgotten how to live, how it feels like to take a break and spend their time enjoying their hobbies, be it singing, dancing, painting, or even baking, whatever tingles their heart. They try so hard to fill their tank of self-worth with what they think will make them feel accepted or noteworthy, which is being viewed as a sharp-witted and ingenious person. They're too caught up on trying to do whatever it takes to be on top of the pyramid if it means they'll seem put together and well-organized, when in reality they're all a bunch of sleep-deprived students that spend way too much time in front of their books and notes. Students should focus more on developing their critical thinking and problem-solving skills rather than just simply memorizing facts and information for a test. And lastly, I would like to talk about how grades limits us. Grades are important for our future, especially when we're looking for jobs. This is because most people think that when we have good grades, we're smart, and when we have lower grades, we're less intelligent. As I mentioned before, everyone is good in their own way, just might not be academically. For example, you can be as far as a world-class player if you're good at sports. Make our own country's players as someone to look up to, like Farah Ann, Datuk Lee Chong Wei, or Pandalela Rinong. Or if you like talking to the camera and enjoy making content, you should be a content creator. There are many platforms or social media out there that you can use, such as YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anything. Anyone can be the next James Charles, Cupcake Aisha, or Asfa Harry. To wrap things up, I agree that grades are very much important, but it is most definitely not a way to determine one's intelligence. It doesn't define who you are or how you will do in the future. Being a straight A student does not necessarily determine a good job performance, great socializing skills, or high emotional intelligence. So, low grades achievers should not give up on themselves because anything is possible. As long as we continue to strive and contribute, we are all equally valuable. Thank you.